626, welcome back. A private school in Fresno County under fire by the health department after hundreds of kids poured onto its campus Thursday morning, despite a state order banning in-person instruction. Fresno County's public health director said the county will take action if the school stays open, including getting a court order to close them and even prosecuting them for unfair business practices. Fresno County is still firmly on the state watch list due to the number of deaths, new cases, and positive test rate.
This is not about religion. This is not about politics. This is about all of us in one community trying to protect each other and just trying to be safe.
Children having in-person instruction is good, but in this kind of situation, it's dangerous to everyone, and that's going to take precedence. And I think they're going to be shut down at some point in time.
The U.S. Supreme Court has repeatedly ruled coronavirus emergency orders are legal even when they restrict religious activity. And we're told right now that staff is showing up on campus right now as they prepare to hold classes again today.
There's still much more to come in our next half hour. The Board of Supervisors will meet to talk about distance learning and how it's impacting working parents. That's next at 6:30.
Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
Firefighters continuing to battle multiple wildfires throughout California. We've got the latest on several instances.
And it's been 2 weeks since the new mobile testing units hit Delano. We'll have an update on how they're doing.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6:30. I'm Danielle Kern County.
I'm Mike Hart. Glad you're here. Let's bring in Elena Rusk and well, at least that looks nice.
Right.
That first number.
It just got to 79, you guys. We've been in the 80s all night. We're going to be in the 80s for the next 10 nights. The highs each afternoon, we're talking 105 or higher for at least a week. And I say this all slowly because you have to let it sink in. It is so bad out there. It's going to be very hard on your body. We still have some humidity coming through. Yesterday was quite the humid day by Central California standards, and we officially got to 101 here in Bakersfield. So that makes this heat wave the 6th of the season continuing. Yesterday we were trying to break it with that high of 99. So it's been 5 days in a row of 100s. We have another 10 to go. And we're not just talking like, 101 like yesterday. We are talking 105 or higher well through next Thursday into Friday. So with the 70s here on the valley floor, into the Kern River Valley and down into the desert community, you see some of those high clouds coming through. No rain in the forecast out there because we have so much intense heat comes through and evaporates everything. But we still have thunderstorms in the Sierra to our north, some showers offshore, some passing clouds. And look at this heat, 106 today, 108 tomorrow, 106 on Sunday. And these numbers are conservative. It could be even hotter than this. More on that 10-day heat that we are heading into coming up. But if you need to get out the door right now, let's talk traffic with CHP Officer Vaughn Kane. Hey, Vaughn.
Hey, good morning once again, Elena. Good morning, everyone. It's looking really good. We were able to clear up the cone that we just reported to you in traffic lanes, and the 3-vehicle non-injury crash on westbound Highway 58 just east of the 99 freeway. It looks like they have moved all 3 vehicles off the freeway, and they're conducting their investigation on the surface streets now and out of the roadway. So that's going to be good news for you if you are going to need to use Highway 58 this morning. Traffic is still slow in the area, but it should be back to normal here momentarily. So not a big problem for you if you do need to head in that direction this morning. Danielle, Mike, I'll give it back to you in the studio.
Vaughn, thank you. Kern County, the first in the state to pilot a program focusing on COVID-19 testing at farm worker sites. But 1 month into this program, many are questioning if the new initiative was launched in time and whether it will actually improve conditions in the farming community. 23 ABC's Daniela Garrido joining us live once again after talking with those who began the program to get an update on its progress. Daniela?
That's right. It's been a little over 2 weeks since that initiative launched in Delano on July 28th, and some farm workers are saying they need more than just testing.
Farmers and farm workers are getting a little more comfortable that what had been a dark void in terms of what was going on out there. There is now some data as to what kind of percentages there might be, what kind of impact COVID might be having on our farm worker community.
During the coronavirus pandemic, local farm workers have had limited access to testing. Only 2 weeks ago, Kern County's 4th District Supervisor David Couch partnered with the California Farmworkers Foundation to address this issue.
I think the state of California issuing the $52 million for the Central Valley and for Latino-led communities that are getting impacted by COVID-19 is important. I think they're realizing now that vulnerable populations are important to the state and have to have the appropriate resources in order for them to fend off COVID-19.
The Latino population, which makes up a majority of farm workers, has been greatly impacted by COVID-19.
The Central Valley, when you look at our education attainment rates, when you look at our poverty levels, we are always in need of help, right? So I think the state, the federal government should come in and assist with more funding. So therefore we could have contract tracing, COVID-19 testing.
The new mobile testing unit launched in Delano on July 28th to provide farm workers a more accessible opportunity to get tested.
They're just too busy working to take time off to take care of things like getting tested. Sometimes they might be unwilling to go to a doctor's office or to a testing location because sometimes there's they have some type of fear of putting their name down on paper. Some studies show that a large number of farm workers are actually undocumented. And
according to the California Farmworkers Foundation, it's important to act fast as positive COVID-19 cases continue to rise in the farming industry.
The only county that has data is Monterey County. And Monterey County, for a while, we were noticing that all COVID-19 cases, there was 30 to 40% were farm workers of all COVID-19 cases happening in Monterey County.
Anecdotally, I have heard that our percentages are not anywhere near 40%. I've heard more along the lines of 1 or 2 out of 30.
The Kern County Department of Public Health reported in the last 17 days, 147 individuals have been tested through the mobile testing program, but they were not able to release the information of how many of those have tested positive.
But we also have to start investing in rent, helping them with rent assistance, helping them with basic utilities, helping them with access to healthcare. So there's a lot that the state, that the federal government can do. It's just a matter of sitting down, coming to the valley, learning from the valley, and then implementing policies that are going to be beneficial to this valley.
Now, the county says that aside from the new mobile testing units that are in Delano and Arvin, they're also working on providing some telehealth services for these farm workers to confidentially talk with doctors and have a doctor's appointment. For now, we're live in Bakersfield. I'm Daniela Garrido, 23 ABC News, connecting you.